Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today is the last Sunday of the month, and so I am doing my March check-in for my no-buy art supply for 2022, and let's get started. I have a lot to cover. So let's first look at the items I would have purchased had I not done a no-buy. So the first thing I would have purchased, because of the very specific art challenge I'm working on, would have been an Alvin circle template. Now, in the past, I believe there are 2 to 3 times I have wanted a circle template, but because it was so few and far between, I forgot about it. And I would consider that a need, because I've literally needed this every single day for the month of March. And I just told myself, you're gonna have to make do. You're gonna have to use washi tape, you're gonna have to use thimbles, you're gonna have to use circular cookie cutters. Like, I've just been getting real strange with the circles I've been finding around the house, and that's how I've combat purchasing that. I probably will add this to my 2023 purchase list though, just for full transparency. The second thing I would have purchased would have been a Mitsubishi Hi-Uni HB 12 pack. This is a really soft drawing pencil. I really like the HB. It is smooth, like a 2B without being super dark, so it lifts easier when I go to sort of figure out proportions before I lay down other products. That's a want. I have a whole jar of pencils that are drawing pencils that work just fine. I went a whole year using pencils from the 99-cent store for drawing challenges, and that was fine too. It's scratchy, but they work. It doesn't matter. It's not that big of a thing. So I would consider this a want, especially with all the other drawing pencils I have. Like, I need to use those up. That's a thing that needs to happen. So that would have been $23. I just find the Hi-Uni to be incredibly smooth. That's like a luxury product when I have all these other things that I can use up. The third thing I would have wanted was Derwent Light Fast. There are a couple colors I would like to, one is a replacement for the polychromos that isn't the best light fastness, and so one would be the violet and one would be a convenience color, which is heather. It's sort of a cool pink. I don't have one of those. Again, I can just sort of mix and have a little bit warmer, like my hyperrealism is off, and that's fine. And again, I don't need a super light fast violet because I'm just doing sketchbook stuff, so it's okay. Eventually though, this is going on my 2023 shopping list, and I'll do a whole video at the end of the year of what I'm actually going to be buying, and maybe we'll do a shopping thing together. That could be kind of fun. And those two pencils together would be $9.58, so there's that. The fourth thing, Unraveling Woman's Art. Now, this is a book I actually want to recommend to the library, but our library is sort of a couple years behind, so it would be something that I would purchase and then gift the library, because this is such an incredible book, and it just came out, and it's $29.99, and this is definitely a want. This isn't something I need right now. So I'm just waiting, and eventually I'll just keep recommending it to different libraries and they'll just pick it up and I won't have to purchase it, hopefully. But I have it written down so I don't forget, because that's important. The other thing I wanted was the Spd Watercolor Sketchbook, and they're $35, and I do need more watercolor sketchbooks. Obviously, I made poor purchasing choices last year, but this isn't something I can actually purchase. Now, Spd is something in Singapore that helps the disabled persons, and it's sort of like a charity. They do charity sketchbooks and watercolor books, but they don't ship to the United States. So this is something I feel I need, but I cannot purchase it. So I would have to know somebody in that country and have them send it to me personally, and I'm doing a no-buy. So that's pretty easy to talk myself out of that one. That would have been $35, but I like purchasing sketchbooks where part of the money helps people. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jadeite Ink, that's a duotone. It's $20. And that's just a want. It is an absolutely gorgeous ink, and I think part of me is like, ooh, shiny, sparkly, I want it. I don't even know what I would do with duotone ink. I would have to create a whole project that revolves around this ink to try and use it, and I already have ink I'm not using, so this is just ridiculous. But again, sparkly. Okay, and then the last thing is a charity art print where the proceeds go to the Ukraine, and that's $35. Now, I love art prints where the proceeds go to charity. Maybe I'll put on my channel side a picture of one of my office walls, because I have a couple charity art prints already. I just love them. And this is something, obviously, I want. And I'm not doing any more monetary donations to charities for this year, because we already have that set and blocked out. And that's one of my no-buy rules. So the hardest one to not purchase is actually the art print, and it's not really even an art supply. It's just supporting another artist, and the proceeds go to charity. And I feel sad and I feel bad, and I'm like, well, these are the rules though. This is what I set, and I knew it was going to be hard. You know, I made my bed, I'm sleeping in it. So for the month of March, I would have spent $168.11. Now, when we look back, February was over 500 and January almost hit 300. I have a theory why March is so low. And I think it's because I was doing, and I'm like in the throes of finishing up an art challenge where I am using all the supplies I love. And I don't really want for too much because I already own everything. So in February, I was using an art supply I didn't care for, with paper I didn't care for, and I just was constantly trying to find an alternative and daydreaming about other products, and it led me to this number. And in January, my theory of why I wanted almost $300 worth of stuff, I think, is because of sort of New Year's resolutions and a lot of things being promoted and advertised of, hey, everybody get back into art, let's make this year a more productive year. And a lot of that hit me, I think. I'm not sure. This is just my theory. This also could be a low number because these two were so high, and it sort of ebbs and flows. You know what I mean? Like, you have just months where you'll want more and months where you just don't want as much. So I can like emotionally say the March has been way easier than February. I just didn't want for hardly anything. And the only thing that was really making me crazy is the art print. So let's look at my empties. So I am filling an entire sketchbook. This is the Strathmore 500. I have a couple of videos about this product and about Strathmore. I'll link those if you're curious, but I'm filling this with animals. So this is what I'm doing for the month. I have also, because that was colored pencil, here is my black polychromos. It is now done. Here is my Mitsubishi Uni. I can't get it any shorter because my pencil holder, it just slips right through because it has a smaller circumference. So my pencil, my favorite pencil's done. It takes me 7 months to use up an entire graphite pencil. Here's another detail eraser. This is the Mono Zero, the 2.3. I've been using this. This is what it looks like. It has a huge plastic portion. I don't actually care for this too much, just because there's such a huge chunk of plastic waste. I have a stick eraser I like a little bit more, and I'll link a video about that. I've also used up a couple ink cartridges, and I have tried, folks, I have tried the refill places I have tried multiple places that do refills so I don't have to use up this much plastic. And whatever it is about either the Epson or the fact that I have a Workforce 545, I'm not sure what the detail is, but the viscosity of the refills don't work in my printer. They gum it up and the whole thing stops working, so I'm constantly buying new cartridges. And I use these for my art around the world and homeschool. So that's kind of a bummer because that's a lot of plastic waste. But it, you know, it kind of is what it is with that. So I want to ask you, you know, how is your art, your no-buy going this year? Have you purchased anything? What was your biggest temptation? Are you seeing any patterns or things repeat? I definitely am seeing paper every single month pop up as something that I want and I feel I need. So I am having repeat offenders now that there's 3 months of it. May actually has extra Sundays, I believe. There's one extra Sunday in the month of May. Let me look real quick. Is it May? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, maybe it's April. 2, 3, 4. It is May. May has an extra Sunday. So the first Sunday in May, I am going to do sort of we're 4 months in, we're a third of the year in wrap up. But I am seeing patterns already repeat, and I'm already learning some lessons of what to do in certain months and what not to do for a no-buy, and I'll go over them in that video. But I just wanted to sort of share with you where I'm at. I haven't been tempted by any pens or anything because I'm using all the supplies I love, and I think that makes a difference when you're doing an art challenge. I hope this helps. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.